Welcome back to The Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business and continuing our conversation about some real practical matters when it comes to you and growing your business. I'm going to spend some time with Jonathan Gale, and he recently contributed to an article over at priceofbusiness.com, and we really enjoyed it so much that we invited him to be a guest on the program. He's with a company called New Voice Media. He's calling us today from just outside of London. And Jonathan, welcome to the program. How are you today?
I'm great, thank you. And thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and your organization, your company.
Yeah, sure. So I'm the CEO of New Voice Media. I've been here. I didn't found the company, but I've been here about 4 years doing that job. And I got involved with it when some friends of mine, guys I've worked with previously who involved in the kind of cloud computing space invested in it. And we basically provide a cloud contact center. So for companies that are looking to integrate their communication channels, including the phone, with their the place where they store their customer details, we provide a way of putting those two things together in the cloud without people having to buy loads of boxes and software and have loads of headaches. And we do most of our work with customers of Salesforce.com, which I'm sure you will have heard of and be familiar with.
I'm looking at priceofbusiness.com, and I see you mentioned in the article, and again, it's a great article interviewing Jonathan Gale. Talks about your company, New Voice Media, your involvement with CRM solutions like Salesforce. Have you been to the Dreamforce conventions in San Francisco?
I go every year since I've been doing this job. I'll be there again soon. Looking forward to it. It's an amazing event, and I'd recommend it to anyone.
Do you go as a exhibitor, or in what capacity do you go?
Well, I'm there as an exhibitor, but I go to learn as well, because Salesforce is an amazing company. It's built a huge ecosystem of partner organizations around it, like ourselves, developing solutions, if you like, to fill in the gaps and bolster create specializations on top of what Salesforce does. But I would recommend it to anyone. We're a fast-growing business ourselves. When I joined the company, it was about 25 people. We're just approaching 300 people now, and we use cloud technology ourselves internally, and there's absolutely no way we could have managed the growth that we've had without using Salesforce ourselves and without using lots of other cloud-based applications. And I get a lot from Dreamforce about what's out there and what I can use to actually drive my business, as much as the fact that we're going to have, probably 40, 50 people, employees of New Voice Media, who are based in the US now, at the show as well, from an exhibitor perspective.
You said you're going to have how many new employees that are now in the US?
Well, no, in the last year, we've employed something like 40, 50 people within the US. We've got offices in New York and San Francisco, and they will all be at the show, looking to drive more business and generate business for ourselves at the show.
Are you going to, what level of exhibitor are you all, by the way? Just curious. What level partners?
We're gold there.
We're gold. Very impressive. That's great. Yeah. Congratulations. By the way, when is that event this year?
The exact dates, it's in October. If you give me 2 seconds, I'll give you the exact dates.
Right around the corner. Time goes fast when you're having fun. So tell us about this cold calling. How do you avoid that horrible feeling of cold calling? What kind of methodologies do you do to make it a little less cold?
Well, I think everyone's kind of accepted that that cold calling, that we're in it's October 13th, 16th, by the way, Kevin, for your listeners. Everyone's accepted that the kind of traditional cold calling is basically dead. And we have a team of people internally who generate business for us. But the absolute key is targeting, understanding, gathering knowledge before you make that call. So you're calling a specific person with a specific message and a specific understanding of the issues that they've got, and just general blast it out, big email, non-targeted message gets zero response. But if you're prepared to put in the hard work, and there's so much information out there now with the internet, with the amount of information people share with sites like LinkedIn, our guys, our team are able to establish a huge amount about a person, their role, their drivers, the things that they need to do their job, the problems that they're wrestling with, and then we just make sure that when they get the email from us or when they get the call from us, the message is extremely targeted around something that's going to really make their job easier or really resonate with them. And that's the key to it. It's the research.
Very good. Jonathan Gale, he's been our guest. Do want to encourage you to check out his article at priceofbusiness.com. Very interesting. Really impressed by the work you're doing. And I encourage the listener to check out newvoicemedia.com, the website. Finally, any final thoughts before I let you go?
No, just great to be on the show. And all I'd say is to any of your listeners, if you're looking to leverage cloud to grow your business, then Dreamforce is a great event to attend to find out what's out there and find out the art of the possible.
Awesome. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
When we come back, much more for you. I do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. I am Kevin Price, and this is The Price of Business.
Blinded by the light,